At first glance, the maw looks like an anatomical joke, a pink, eyeless, spherical mass dominated entirely by a gaping mouth and a massive tongue. Its economic output matches its absurd appearance. Even pushed to its maximum potential at level 20, a maw produces a meager 55 coins per minute. For an island architect looking to build a thriving economy, it registers as a bottom-tier asset. Its existence is biologically puzzling. The maw is a direct combination of cold and water elements, yet it survives and reproduces in warm, surface-level environments, where a creature of ice and liquid should logically struggle. Evaluated strictly on its coin yield and bizarre appearance, it seems entirely expendable. But dismissing this creature from your island architecture is a strategic error. A group of these monsters, appropriately called a trouble, acts as the acoustic and genetic engine driving the expansion of the entire ecosystem. To understand why the maw is so critical, we have to look past its fuzzy exterior and examine its internal physiological structure. This animated cross-section shows that the dense outer fur functions as a highly complex, full-body sensory organ. It fires constant nerve impulses to compensate for the maw's total lack of eyes. Looking deeper into the diagram, that thick fur also forms a thermal barrier. It provides the insulation required to maintain a liquid body interior, preventing the maw's internal fluids from freezing solid in cold climates. The abdominal wall serves as the creature's speaker. The maw's tough hide stretches taut to generate immense sound pressure, and because of its elastic biology, it does so without experiencing any physical discomfort. This anatomical setup produces a specific vocal range. The maw sings in an alto key, a register for voices in a medium-low range, frequently hitting a D-sharp or E-flat-4 with its signature D-deep vocalization. It also utilizes syncopation. Syncopation is a musical technique where notes are played deliberately on the offbeats, creating a rhythm that contrasts with the basic pulse. By striking between the main beats, the maw adds depth to the island's chorus. The maw's anatomy is a perfectly optimized living instrument designed specifically for executing music theory in a wild environment. Beyond its acoustic output, the maw plays a role in the island's breeding economy. As a pure cold and water hybrid, it contains predictable DNA that allows it to function as a biological building block. Crossing the maw with single-element monsters acts as a catalyst. Mix it with the plant element and you get the boggart. Add earth and you breed a T-Rox. Combine it with air and it yields the Kongal. That reliable breeding leads to an endgame mechanic known as zapping. Zapping allows you to intercept unhatched eggs and repurpose them as raw biological fuel for other entities. These zapped eggs are a specific requirement to awaken massive statues. The wublin known as Bon Appetit demands 10 maw eggs to activate, while the celestial Ludwig requires 15. Producing those numbers relies on mathematical efficiency. While higher-tier monsters take an entire day to breed, a maw requires exactly 30 minutes of incubation time, making it the most efficient way to generate biological fuel. This makes the maw a requirement for late-game progression. It is a highly efficient resource generator, essential for large-scale island development. The maw's base form is only the starting point. Over time, it exhibits adaptability, exploring genetic offshoots and specialized seasonal variations to survive in different ecological niches. Looking at this split panel, we see the visual anomalies of the rare and epic maws. These variants display sharp teeth and blue coloring, traits derived from primal evolutionary stages that reappear under specific conditions. Its physical traits are so effective that they influence entirely different species through convergent evolution. Convergent evolution occurs when unrelated organisms independently evolve identical traits to solve the same problem. We see this in the bookworm. This monster evolved a secondary, maw-like head specifically so it could consume resources and read simultaneously, without getting crumbs on its books. The maw yields almost no immediate financial return, yet its DNA builds the island's complex inhabitants. Its eggs fuel the awakening of its most powerful entities, and its design echoes across unrelated species. In this ecosystem, foundational value is measured by deep utility and adaptability, not immediate profit.